Welcome back to KANG News. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Lizzie. We want to kick off this week's newscast with a shout out to the following students who took part in the American Math Competition last Wednesday. They spent 75 minutes of their own time engaging with complex math problems the day before midwinter break. What commitment! Usually the test is done in person, but this year students took the test online synchronously with Miss Teal, who says they demonstrated flexibility and perseverance during this new setting. Way to go!
Over the last several weeks, the Eyes Up LW campaign crew have published tips on how to take control of your screen time or find a healthy balance with technology use. Some of the tips include how to control the scroll by setting up reminders or time limits on apps such as TikTok or using focus apps that help keep track on how much time you spend on your phone. For more of these and other tips to finding a healthy balance, visit hashtag EyesUpLW on Instagram or view all of the tips and tools on the LWHS PTSA website at lwhsptsa.org.
Mark your calendar for the weekend of March 5th and 6th, where we'll be encouraging to pledge to unplug and adapt new strategies around technology and use over a 24-hour period. There will be fun alternative activities to fill your time and even a chance to win prizes.
Last week, we introduced Diversifying Science at LW, a series spearheaded and hosted by Miss Thody. This week, she and her co-host, Mr. Miller Adams from Pier 70 Ventures, interviewed Dr. Preetha Ram, co-founder and CEO of Open Study, an online community and platform for providing mentors and academic help for high schoolers and college students.
Yeah, I have a question too, following up. So you were talking about the sustainable future and kind of picking and choosing what you're choosing to invest in and kind of endorse. And you're kind of mentioning this concept of a greener tomorrow. And I'm curious as to if you were to paint a picture of a greener tomorrow, what does that mean to you? What are you foreseeing to be this greener tomorrow? You mentioned kind of electric and flying cars. And so what does a greener tomorrow mean and look like to you?
So I just speak with the narrower lens of the greener tomorrow with mobility, because I've really delved and drilled deep into this. So I think the mobility of tomorrow is not just going to be a two-dimensional transportation grid. It's definitely have to include three-dimensional. And yes, it might include things that we are now calling flying cars, but for sure, we can think of it with four letters. We call it ACEs, where things are going to be autonomous. Things are going to be connected. You know, your car, your flying object connected to some ground hub. Then it's going to be electric. You know, for sure, it's more environmentally friendly. We might see hydrogen fuels down the line. We certainly hope so. They'll burn cleanly. And also, the S, I would say, stands for smart or sustainable or both. And definitely sustainability and green is going to be a focus of this. Less noise, less pollution, more connected, short hops. You should be able to get out of your house. I don't know how far you are from the city, but let's say you're an hour away. You should be able to have your air taxi arrive at your door, electric, perhaps autonomous, take you to the city, where your, again, autonomous vehicle, electric, will take you to somewhere. So that's where we're going.
I love picturing this kinds of things about like my flying car coming to pick me up, but I don't know how far into the future, but I also want to think about the now, things that my high schoolers and my students could be changing in their lives now. What are things that you could maybe recommend to my students to maybe help contribute to this greener tomorrow and a greener future?
I think your high school students are extremely important in creating this future in many different ways. For a start, it's the commitment that they're making to themselves that fossil fuels need to go. It's that kind of commitment that starts mentally with teachers like you showing them the way. Second, I would like to see some, if not many of your students think about embracing science. As I said, we can't create the future without science and technology. It has to start with individuals who are scientists and researchers who are working in companies that add to our body of knowledge. Okay, so that's another commitment that they have to make. And I think the third commitment towards creating this future is the ability to have an open mind to embrace it. And I think your students at their age group, where they are, will be the front runners. People like us will just look at it and say, whoa, but these people, the people in your classes, the ones who are looking and listening, I hope will be the forerunners and lead the charge into the future, as it were.
You can watch the entire interview on our YouTube channel. Thanks again, Ms. Thody, for letting us share these with you.
Our next distribution day is next Wednesday, February 24th, from 10 a.m. to noon. The student store will also have KANG gear for sale curbside.
Seniors, check your email for an important survey about senior salute video and graduation party. Your voice and votes are needed to help create the video and party that you want.
Are you interested in a career in STEM? Lockheed Martin Corporate STEM Council has its exciting virtual outreach event for you. Join them for a great discussion with scientists and engineers who are working on today's most cutting-edge technology. The event takes place on Tuesday, February 23rd from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Attending students will be excused from homeroom and academic support. The registration link is on your screen. You can also email Mrs. Matan for more information.
Finally, an important message for all teens who may be struggling or need a safe place to go.
King County Safe Place is a crisis intervention program for youth ages 12 to 17. If a youth has run away from home, been kicked out, or has nowhere to stay, they can call the 24/7 Safe Place hotline at 1-800-422-TEEN. That's 1-800-422-8336. Or they can go to any Safe Place site designated by the yellow diamond Safe Place logo. These Safe Place sites include all King County Metro buses, King County and Seattle Public Libraries, Seattle Parks and Recreation Community Centers, King County YMCAs, and many other businesses and organizations. Safe Place will connect runaway and homeless youth to services, either through family reunification or emergency shelter placement. Individuals 18 and older can also call the hotline to get connected to resources in their area. If you or someone you know needs a safe place to stay, call the 24/7 Safe Place hotline at 1-800-422-TEEN. That's 1-800-422-8336. Or text the word SAFE and current location to 44357 to find the nearest Safe Place site. Or visit any Safe Place site designated by the yellow diamond Safe Place logo.
Your homeroom teacher has more information about Safe Space.
Thanks for watching KANG News. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Lizzie. Have a great weekend, everyone.